Hello guys, welcome back. Satharan here. This is the Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Tencent. Um, One guy from the Tofu Legion on server 1 in the Singapore server, Awakening, has managed to finally beat, and it's technically the second day of, well, it's still the first day of 8 Cents Dungeon. And I'm gonna try to recreate his teams, even though he has not left information. His name is Abyssinian or Abyssinian. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but something to do with the abyss. And my order is wrong because my China is slower than uh, Luna. You're supposed to accelerate the whole team and go before the boss or something like that. I'm not sure yet. But this is what I gathered from the composition. This is how you run this. You double turn on Daedalus and just leech power from the boss to power your own tunes and try to survive for as long as possible and keep healing, and sooner than later you will be able to beat the stage rather fast. His instructions, or well, the composition that he left for the second stage is just Pisces, and I'm not really sure how that works yet. So I'm just gonna upload this to show you that it's possible. And of course, a disclaimer that the composition and the strategy is not mine. I'm just doing this so you get a visual aid on how to run the composition. Of course, if you have all the skills leveled up for your A and B cards, this is easier. And of course, I will recommend at least S Cosmos to plus 10, or maybe Imperfect Cosmos double S at plus 8. Because my own tunes don't have full Cosmos and they are not perfect yet, but yet I'm able to beat the map. So the strategy is what counts, and I think I messed up uh, the Starlight Extinction here. But since the boss is already leeched, this could maybe even work for the other stages in easy and normal. And this is one of the reasons I don't do a lot of tutorials step by step and say use this, do that, because it's very, very difficult to get. For example, if you don't have Mu, I don't really know who you could sub in. But you can see, if you can see the levels, my Luna is level 70, China is level 60. She dies because she doesn't have Cosmos equipped correctly. I recently switched some stuff around on her and haven't leveled up the Cosmos. Daedalus is also on lone Cosmos that are not perfect, but he is maxed out in the skills. Everything to maximum. My Mu is not precisely very resilient right now. He just has a ton of defense and a ton of HP because that's how you build a Mu. He doesn't have enough speed either. The principle is that China should be faster than everybody else, and then you start with the claw. Ideally, you would equip the accelerator or maybe Hyacinth, the legendary Cosmos that reduces attack power on enemies. The claw on China gives speed to everybody else. Luna, in this case, I equipped with Iris, and Daedalus is also on Hyacinth, but you could use Rock, maybe. Um, I I really don't remember what Mu has because in the Chinese server I got him very late in the game, and he's just kind of fell through the cracks. Even though he's very good for PvP and he's still a meta tune, I just didn't have the time to invest in him. And also, Yusuriha is a very recent addition to my roster. She's also maxed out, as well as Marine. Marine, of course, has Laurel 3 to improve the healing, and I will recommend that everybody is at least level 70 and good Cosmos for this composition. I get away with a lot of stuff right now, and I could test this because, well, I have been playing for a long time in the Chinese version, so pretty much everybody has at least 2 or 3 stars with 8 cents awakened. So they don't really reflect the real stats of each character, but it's doable. You can repeat this with the same composition if your tunes are dying in the elite uh, dungeon, in the astral space dungeon. That's because they are not leveled up properly, or you haven't upgraded their cosmos high enough. You can run this. This is not an ideal composition. I mean, the characters are not really built for this dungeon, and I was still able to replicate the results from a Byzantine. So this is just part one. I'm going to try to go through the second stage and then also record his well, because he only posts the lineup and the screen after the victory. So I kind of have to figure out what the strategy is. If you cannot enter the Tofu Discord, then that's the reason I'm making these videos. So you have a visual aid to give you an idea of what the boss behaves like, because it's very different from easy to normal to elite. Again, a disclaimer, I will recommend, if you are not a whale and you don't have access to leveling up tunes on the spot, like you don't have Daedalus and you've never thought about developing the character in question, and you don't have the resources to do that overnight, then the easiest way to beat this dungeon, I mean, I'm a free player and I have survived on just the normal level for at least 5 months. So it's not really necessary to be the lead. I mean, also the collector quests are not yet enabled in the Awakening version. So don't hurry up that much if you are just starting the game. If you joined recently, like a month and a half ago, the server is already 3 months old as of today. So you don't have to rush it. This is mostly for bragging rights. The drops are not that much increased, and right now in the Awakening version, you don't have access to the 2 free stamina recharges from Athena. So you have to invest diamonds to fuel this thing. These guys from the Tofu Legion They are mostly whales, and well, not mostly whales. They have a good number of players that spend money, so they are able. They have the resources to try different combinations. This is not the only way. Again, and the easiest way to do this is just farm what you can. If you can beat the first stage of the boss on easy, or you have completed normal, then just grind away normally in a party so you get increased drops and slowly build up. It's better, especially if you don't have any level 80 character. Try to maximize the stars that you have access to first, and then try the harder nodes. This was end game content when it came out in the Chinese version. It came out around middle of December or something like that, around the time Xion launched in the Chinese server. So this is really thought as something to pass the time when you already have maxed characters. This is not really meant for casual players, and is the end of your tune. It's the final steps before finishing up your tune. Now, I'm just gonna try a quick run. Supposedly, and maybe this is building error on my part. I'm gonna switch this legendary cosmos that is not yet in awakening, and I'm going to run some kingfisher. Well, this one, because this is plus 10. Alright. Yeah, my cosmos are not really optimized, because I use this guy mostly for Legion bosses. I just brought him to 80 because at level 70 he is unable to no, he is unable to kill the boss. So just one quick try, and since I was not given information on the build, I'm just assuming any build will do, and this is a neat trick. If you have Pisces at level 70 or something, and you have trouble with easy or normal, he can solo any of the three stages in easy and normal. Yeah, I want to go like this. This version of the boss is very nasty because he doesn't copy just one character, but the whole thing. And okay. Yeah, maybe I need more HP. This is what has been happening to me. So maybe more critical, because something is wrong, because um, well, a Byzinian didn't really tell how he built this guy, and I don't know if he maxed or did something to his 8 cents, because mine is middle of the road. This is nowhere near max, and maybe he needs more critical. I mean, my cosmos are all plus 10, so maybe I need better staunch or more refining. I don't know. When I find out, or later today or tomorrow, when he actually posts the build, maybe I will get back to you. But this is just enough. If you can get past a stage, what I did in the very beginning when I started playing the Chinese version, and we reached this stage, You just play until you get stuck, like me, and then you reset here with these buttons in the bottom of the screen, bottom right side. The left side lets you reset. It tells you where you have advanced, and you can reset that way so you can farm the first stage. Yeah, I want to go out. But really, if you have already finished easy and normal, I'm gonna go at it alone. I'm gonna get prices like in normal mode. And I mostly use Astral Space to farm friendship. Same with ruins. Now that you have uh, Divine Cloth Pegasus, you can pretty much do this, and keep farming. Because I need to increase friendship level on all these guys to maximum. But if I were to accept people into the party, this will go even faster. And you farm away. For me, uh, if you want to run a comparison with just normal level beaten, if I farm 1000 stamina, I get around 120 pieces of 8 cents. But of course, over here, it's easier to stack up stamina without spending money. So that's the difference. And there you go. So I had none, and that was 3 times. And now I have 18 pieces. So you see, I don't really see the point. Personally, I don't see the point outside of bragging rights. But I'm pleasantly surprised, and I mean this without sarcasm. I didn't think in the beginning that he would be able to beat the elite level on the first day. But that is crazy, and he did. So kudos to him. Very well done. So let me upgrade this. And now it's a little better. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I wish you the best of lucks with the 8 cents dungeon. And for the people who haven't gotten him, I'm personally no longer playing Awakening because I'm done with GT Arcade and the Singapore server. I'm just covering stuff from the global one until we reach the 8 cents dungeon again, and then dedicate exclusively to the Chinese version. There is no banner for the Chinese server this week, but we start with the Autumn celebration, Autumn Festival, and there are many good prices for that. But it's been confirmed that Papillon Mew, one of the specters, the one that is actually a butterfly, is coming to the game. So he's probably going to be a banner next week or the one afterwards. So I'm just saving diamonds and farming the stars for summoning, I already have 42, and with 11,000 diamonds, that's 121. Right now I have 163 stars. So maybe for next week I will round that up to maybe 250 or 300. Let's see how it goes. And as soon as I have a banner available and it's a good event, I will be recording a summoning session just for you guys, so you know what's coming up ahead. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your preference. I'm very, very happy with how the channel has been growing. And I wish you the best of luck. So leave your comments below with your questions and any inquiry you have about the game. I will answer to the best of my abilities. See you around. See you next time. In the meantime, keep grinding on.